Welcome to the 2024 graduation for the Perpich Art High School seniors. So welcome members of the class of 2024, family members, faculty, staff, Perpich Board of Directors, Rebecca, Bullen Principal, Assistant Principal George Terry, and it is an honor for me to be part of the 2024 graduation ceremony. Graduation should be recognized for its immense significance. It is recognition not only of personal commitment and completion, also one of individual pride. A high school diploma is a wonderful tool in this world, one that opens doors of opportunity for those who earned a diploma. As a parent myself, I wonder where all the years have gone, maybe even a grandparent. Parents, you may feel the same way watching your daughter or son grow up and reach this important milestone today. My hope is that we are preparing our children for the future that they will be living in for the rest of their lives. Seniors, remember when you completed the application to attend Perpich Arts High School? That was a big deal, an even bigger commitment to venture into a space where you could focus on different areas of the arts. It also meant leaving your comfort zone and coming to a place where you would meet other students like yourself who wanted to excel in the arts. As you sit here today to receive your diploma, I encourage you to reflect on your experiences at Perpich Arts High School and what these experiences mean to you. Take this experience with you and remember, graduation should serve as a launching point, projecting each one of you into a future that you're going to be living in. Finally, I share with you a quote by Casey Kasem, host of the radio show Top 40. You may not remember that, but I do. I like the quote, and here it is. He always ended his show with this quote: "Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars." Congratulations on earning your high school diploma. Now, Rebecca Bullen, high school principal. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome. What an amazing day. Graduation of the class of 2024 and the celebration of these amazing artists and creative thinkers. As Dr. Rick stated, my name is Rebecca Bullen, and I stand before you, it's quick, sorry, an incredibly fortunate person. I'm a very proud principal of the Perpich Arts High School, and I am also, I share with you this now because it's going to come through this day, I am also a very proud parent of a Perpich 2024 graduate. Hi, Lily. Congrats on being in the principal's office every day of your senior year. I love you. Like many of you, for the last 2 years, I've been thinking about this day. I've been thinking about this moment, not particularly what I was going to say, but how will I get through this day without sobbing? There are many people in this audience who have been witness to this process. The mention of graduation and me handing my diploma to my daughter, like the tears just would well. And for all of those endured that moment, I thank you for allowing me to be in that process, because that's very much what Perpich is about, embracing the process. So I appreciate your patience with me. I have come to accept, as I suspect many of you, all of the parents and guardians out there have, that tears are a natural and wonderful part of a response of the feelings associated with transitions like a child, a teenager, a young adult, graduating. You've held them beside you, you've supported them for 17 plus years, nurturing, feeding, getting them to this day. You, those present and those online, have been a critical part of this journey. And I hope you feel the joy, the pride, and the celebration of these amazing artists and humans. I know I do. So now get those tissues ready as our ceremony begins. I'm excited to introduce our student speakers today. I have enjoyed watching these two wonderful visual artists grow. Beginning 2 years ago with an absolute light, these two were quite a bit more reserved then. Now I see them in the halls conversing, laughing, connecting with others in the upper atrium, educating and leading. What a phenomenal duo. Please join me in welcoming our class of 2024 speakers, LaReina Alexander and Aiyana Bullen.
Good afternoon, Perpich flock.
I am LaReina Alexander.
And I'm Aiyana Beaulieu, and we are visual arts seniors as well as former library TAs. Hi, Ann!
And we are more than honored to represent our class and to share this space with all of you for the Perpich 2024 graduation ceremony.
We're here today to commemorate the hard work and dedication we've all put into furthering our artistic journeys. Whether you continue to pursue the arts or perhaps have discovered another avenue you wish to explore.
No matter what you choose to do after today, we will always share our experiences here at Perpich.
The good, the mid, and the geese.
The first week of school is a universally nerve-wracking period of time. It doesn't help that our teachers force us students to break the ice with one another. It doesn't help that more often than not, it works.
But with these icebreakers, teachers give opportunity to their students to resonate with one another and build community. Whether big or small, life-changing or not, it helps us to understand the importance of connections and reaching out. These connections remind us to be true to ourselves while allowing others to influence us.
These connections remind us to find people who embrace our true selves but are unafraid to hold us accountable when wrong. The intention of the Perpich community is to support one another, no matter if you attend as a student, work as a staff member, or are an advocate.
Something I'll always remember and hold dear are the moments leading up to the visual arts capstone exhibition. We were installing for days, I'm not kidding. And though the whole process required an immense amount of physical and mental work, everyone still found time to be supportive of each other's projects. I remember us hanging up capstone canvases and peeling sticky tabs, hammering nails in to constantly ask, does this look level? These few afternoons of running around in the hot gallery space to hand off ladders, adjust lights, and assist one another, then just ending up on the gallery floor laughing was a wonderful and stressful experience. Though this period of time was a little overwhelming, we handled it together. You don't always have to do things on your own. And when taking on big projects especially, it's okay to lean on each other for support. And eventually, we got to a point when our pieces were fully installed. We were done. Our final Perpich show was completed. These beautiful moments of collaboration and connection helped us create that exhibition to be even better than I anticipated. This is what's amazing about our community here. We co-create our shows to be something only experienced at Perpich.
I have always struggled with opening up to others. I assumed no one wanted to hear my nonsensical ideas about art, writing, and film, so I stayed silent. The problem only worsening once I became interested in creating my own work. I yearned to show off my stuff, but lacked the strength to be vulnerable with others. I'd even clam up with my family whenever they asked about my interest or if they could see my work. By my second year of high school, I'd accepted that I would never find people who I could truly be myself with. While this outlook is greatly concerning, That's the direct. That's the direction my life would have gone if I hadn't attended Perpich. This school connects everyone together because each of us has a desire to create, easing my fear of being disconnected from my classmates and teachers. I've met people who love to storytell through all sorts of media, discussing and learning the ways in which their ideas have developed and trying to reciprocate. This has kickstarted my ongoing journey of letting my walls down. I hope anyone who struggles with issues, similar to mine or not, have found liberation within Perpich or communities like it, because we all deserve to live and express our lives certain and with people who recognize and praise that importance.
As artists and performers, we understand that behind every creation, whether it be a song, a film, a painting, a play, a poem, a dance performance, and beyond, there is a genius artist who has put their energy into creating something for the world to see. With courage and with intentionality, an individual or team can take emotion and turn it into an expressive form for others to interpret and relate to. Perpich has offered us a space to grow into who we are at this moment. But know that through our growth, we will continue to transform and shape who we are as time goes on.
As we move forward after today and perhaps ponder the somewhat finite feeling of graduating, there's also a great sense of excitement in knowing what endeavors the future holds, as well as what opportunities there will be to connect beyond this community. Don't be afraid to say hello. What may start out as a small, silly icebreaker could turn into a lasting friendship. Wherever you go after this, let yourself cherish the connections made. Continue to be in the moment, be curious, and never ever stop dreaming. For this commencement is also a beginning.
Congratulations, Perpich class of 2024. The Perpich dancers collaborate to convey a variety of emotions and subjects. Dance is life-size. The expressive movements and passion of each performer is felt and appreciated by the audience. This movement was choreographed by Penelope Free, and the senior dancers, Estelle, Tiahna, and Elyse, restaged the movement to the music of media senior Georgia Vonder. Please enjoy.
The literary arts is a group of writers with styles varying from romantic prose to biting think pieces. Despite these differences, they're a community that values growth, pushing each other because they all desire to see their peers excel at what they love. These lit readings are the culmination of that. Please enjoy.
Hi, I'm Addie Miller.
And I'm Rowan Hilden, and we are so excited to be representing literary arts this year.
Throughout our 2 years in this program, we've had the opportunity to grow as artists and explore our personal styles as writers.
Literary arts has encouraged us to expand our perspectives and to take up space. Traditionally, writing is seen as a solitary art, but Perpich challenges that assumption.
Perpich shows that writing can only thrive when it moves through people. Community amplifies the voices of each student, creating an environment that readies writers to advocate for themselves and for their own art.
We are so grateful to have been a part of a program that gave us the space we needed to flourish as writers. It's something that I know we will both carry forward with us.
Today, you'll hear a piece from each of us about our time here at Perpich and how it's impacted us.
And with that, please help me welcome Addie's piece, Look Back and Watch the Sunrise.
We are the children of determination, with splinters between our fingers like unspoken dreams. All the ire we have built sits in the pits of our stomachs, like hot coals red with flame. We have taken the challenge, we have defeated our fear, and we are left standing in the basking sunlight, wanting for more. We are the children of the ocean blue, with storm clouds behind our eyes like giants on a too small planet. All the water in the world is not enough to satiate the ambition under our skin. The desire to find a path for ourselves, a path into a better future, is not traveled lightly. So we will go with a formidable love for the people we have become. We are the children of creation, with flakes of color beneath our nails like swirling pools of oil. All the stories we have told perch on the tips of our tongues like a songbird that cries into blood-red skies. The dedication to be heard, to be listened to, are the cracks in the concrete where we curl up within the soil and hear the very core of our truths echo as a heartbeat. Look up and see an infinite universe. We were born with our eyes pulled towards the stars and our arms outstretched to catch them if they fell. Our bodies of clay are still malleable, still able to shift and move with changing currents. Go forth into this life of inevitable wonder. Take your time in the light of day and pluck every moment like fruit from a tree. Let us walk into this life with our heads held high as the ground beneath our feet quakes with possibility. We are the children of the earth we walk upon. We are musicians, we are writers, we are painters, we are dancers, we are performers, and we will not be afraid of what comes next. Thank you. And now, for Rowan's piece, At the End of a Very Long Road.
At the end of the very long road, there is carpet beneath my feet and lead underneath my shoes. At the end of the very long road, there is a panic underneath my elbow and a jacket spread across my worried hips. At the end of the very long road, there is a street lamp with a staring problem, and I see him wink at gravel stones as they blush and flow away. At the end of the very long road, there is a riverbed with silt and spray, and it coats my shoulders, spreads itself thin inside my skin cells until I am part street, half rock, and all hardened. And I am not sure where to go, because I wrote here on a penny board with a name etched into it from years ago, when a crayon was bigger than my fist. At the end of the very long road, I have Band-Aids on my kneecaps, ready to shield from bruise and hurt. And I am weary, and I am tired, and I am scared of the wall I fear I'll face. I roll so slowly to a stop. I feel my feet touch ground, and the end of the very long road is here, now, in front of me. I see it for myself, feel it with the grooves of my palms. But what they don't tell you is that the end of the very long road, it's not the end. At the end of the very long road, there is another road, just as long, just as rocky, and I'll be just as prone to falling. But over there, the street lamps whisper secrets, and the hot road sings that there is always something more, something waiting and wondrous, something flooding and fearless. And at the start of a very long road, I run. Thank you.
Such beautiful pieces. And now, where am I? Sorry. Here we go. Media art students capture moments through a lens. No matter what they start out with at the beginning, through their time at Perpich, they become both cinematographers as well as photographers. These artists learn new skills and push the limits of what they can achieve. The results are beautiful translations of life through video and photography. Please enjoy the slideshow of their work.
Even though this is Mike Hodapp's first year teaching at Perpich, he has already made a significant and impactful positive impact on the community. Mike honors his role as an educator at a school dedicated to the arts. He embraces creativity and non-traditional thinking. Mike has made a point to get to know students and encourage them to ask important questions. Everyone, please welcome our staff speaker, Mike.
All right, can we get my picture up there? There it is. This is a picture of me at my own high school graduation in 1997. I'll give you one guess about which of those three people is me. Think? The answer might surprise you. So I'm here to actually confess that this is a giant scam. This picture, total scam. I did graduate high school. That part is true. I did not wear a cap and a gown. My school sent home a form, right, like schools do, and I threw it away, and I lied to my parents. Most other people ordered a cap and a gown. And this graduation was a big day for my family. So I was the oldest of 4 kids, first to graduate high school, first person in my family to go to college. And when my normally mild-mannered mother saw me at my own graduation, dressed casually, not in a cap and gown, next to everybody else in their caps and gowns, she was furious. And right after the ceremony, which is when this photo takes place, she humiliatingly browbeat a student that I didn't even know, but who had a similar body size, into taking off his slightly sweaty cap and gown so that I could put on the slightly sweaty cap and gown and pose for photos with my grandparents. Smile, my mom ordered. So why did I do it? Why didn't I just suck it up and dress the part in the first place? Oh, because I was the sort of student who didn't wear a cap and a gown to graduation. I was the sort of student who eschewed tradition. I was the sort of student who didn't like uniforms for any occasion. I'm the sort of adult who doesn't like uniforms. I'm the sort of adult who gives speeches about not liking uniforms. Of course, for anybody who's ever taken sociology with me, you'll recognize the irony in this, yeah, right? Because anything is a uniform. That septum piercing and pink hair, it's a uniform. That large art portfolio that you carry around is a uniform. The camera hanging around your neck is a uniform. Craig's blue hair is a uniform. The AC/DC shirt, the Slayer board, it's all a uniform. And even not wearing a uniform is its own sort of uniform, right? We're all performing all the time. We've all got roles in everybody else's plays, and sometimes they aren't complementary. So some of you graduating seniors, you might be feeling a little bit of dissonance right now. How do you perform for your friends and your crush and your grandma all at the same time, while also performing this unfamiliar and very lightly rehearsed role as a graduating high school senior for the first and hopefully only time in your life? It's a tightrope act, right? And meanwhile, everybody else here is performing too, like your parents. Like, why did those parents sit in the front and those other parents are sitting in the balcony? And why did your parents sit next to those strangers and not those other strangers? And the more we go down this whole rabbit hole of self-analysis, the more uncomfortable everybody gets, right? Can't we just enjoy a good time together, graduate, take some pictures, go out to dinner? But when we do, maybe you could sit so that your left side is next to Grandpa's right side, so that Grandpa can't see your ear that you just pierced again in the bathroom 6 days ago, 6 days before your own graduation, right? Because you're the sort of student who does that instead of mowing the lawn, even though you know that we know that the neighbors know. And it just gets even darker and more terrifying if we keep thinking about it, right? Like the whole art school thing. What if the whole art school thing was just a uniform? What if it was all just a performance so that your new friends or your neighbors back home or your crush with the pink hair and the septum piercing, the whole wide, enormous world would look at you and say, dang, that's the sort of kid who thinks deep thoughts and goes to an art school. And that's all there is. This is it. This is the curtain call. This is the final bow. This is the end. Thank you. Have a wonderful graduation. Just joking. This is my first year at Perpich, and nearly all the graduating seniors have been here longer than me. But if there's one thing that has inspired me and moved me all year long, it's that y'all aren't performing, except, of course, when you're literally performing and nobody can hold that against you. To the contrary, your art is joyful, it's life-sustaining. I filled in for Catherine's painting classes and watched half the class, without saying a word, continue painting without pause at 3:30 when the school day's over, because what else would anybody want to be doing? Where else would anybody rather be? And I've had the joy of guest teaching Mary's dance students and felt the richness of their attention and their committed, mindful embodiment as they found moments of synchronicity in their ensembles that feel magical. And I've seen students' creativity leak out in the forms of inspired costumes, impromptu skits, films for classroom projects, drawings on the whiteboard, social experiments, improvised songs, little poems, even forts. Spending time with you has been to witness art as a creative force, literally the force that creates in this world, that manifests imagination, that questions and reconstructs reality. Some months back, I read the superb book Faith, Hope, and Carnage, which consists entirely of interviews between the Australian musician Nick Cave and his friend, the journalist Sean O'Hagan. Nick Cave has been putting out records and songs for more than 45 years at this point. And the interviews are kind of his profound ruminations on the creative process, on death, on transformation, beauty, grief. And there was one particular passage in the middle of this book that reminded me of Perpich students. And ironically, it's one where he's talking about old age. And he's talking about, like, as he gets older and older and older, at what point is it just not worth it anymore? Is he going to just, hang up his boots, stop writing songs, stop putting out albums? And lightly abridged, here's what he says. Nick Cave, I do like to think I could put it all aside at any point and just enjoy what this astonishing world has to offer in and of itself. Sean O'Hagan, have you seriously contemplated doing that? Nick, yeah, it's crossed my mind, but I suspect that for me, the world is enlivened by the creative process. It enhances the way I see things and makes the world feel sufficient, even abundant. Without creative engagement in the world, without contributing to the spirit of the world, I think I would start to feel a bit like an onlooker or something. The world can easily do without another Nick Cave song, but the songs do have a greater function for me. They're the way I measure my life. The songs are like signposts left along the way to signify the journey itself, like a trail of breadcrumbs on the forest floor. The songs are the dynamic core of my life, and maybe to stop writing them would be to somehow abandon the active engagement with that life. Working here at Perpich and walking the halls and admiring, as Nick Cave put it, the trail of breadcrumbs on the forest floor, the markers of the journey that our students are deeply involved in, the signposts of the active engagement in that life, is to feel that abundant world that Nick Cave describes, its sustenance, its burdens, its thriving emergence. And this room is full of brave, talented, brilliant students. Some of you are going to go to great careers in the arts. Some of you are already plotting other paths. But all of you find your way forward. It'll be with pockets full of breadcrumbs or seeds, noticing and contributing to the great depth of life, of living, of being, of changing that this world is capable of. And so I leave you and those you love with my gratitude and my well wishes. You've given me far more than anything I've taken in return. And I welcome all the ways that you'll create, change, and deepen the worlds that you walk through. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Now, theater and musical theater require a lot of energy and dedication. These art areas are collaborative and hands-on. Because of this, the students become very close and lean on each other like a family. The performance the seniors created together features the song Corner of the Sky from Pippin by Stephen Schwartz. Please enjoy.
Visual art takes many different forms, like sculpture, graphic design, animation, painting, and so much more. This year's visual seniors have all demonstrated this in their work, sharing their unique view of the world through their processes. This slideshow of work is only an inkling of talent that this art area contains. Please enjoy.
Music is an art form felt through vibration and sound. The music students here challenge themselves to learn new skills, instruments, and techniques. Through their time here, they build off of these new abilities and get the opportunity to put on live performances. Now we welcome the music performers fresh out of the hot practice rooms. Enjoy.
We're graduating. And I'm so happy that we are going to be out of those hot, sweaty, and just stinky practice rooms. You got no idea. It has been a long year.
It's been 2 years.
And speaking of practice rooms,
The hottest room is 121D. You put us there on purpose, don't you lie to me. This elusive thing hangs over our heads that's always bright green. And after we practice, we go to our class. An hour or two, only Kevin and James know that. Or some of us will go make music with Chrissy Poo, and we'll write songs that make no sense to you. We do everything here from indie to pop, from folky songs to heavy metal and rock. There's no headliners, only first or last. And if you're on stage, you're a part of the class. No predator, prey, we're just here to play scales. And at the end of the day, we're all just gosh darn snails. Musical styles, ain't that a shame? We sang Fats Domino when he rolled in his grave. The first concert, the one had poured down. We were singing, and we almost drowned. During Capstone, we were all playing Clash Royale. We do everything here from indie to pop, from folky songs to heavy metal and rock. There's no headliners, only first or last. And if you're on stage, you're a part of the class.
Good afternoon, everyone. Here comes the time we've all been waiting for. At this time, we will present the members of the class of 2024 for graduation. Dr. Rick and members of Perpich Board of Directors. Each of these students are eligible to participate in this ceremony, and upon verification of meeting all requirements of the Perpich Center for Arts Education, Minnesota, they will receive a diploma from the Perpich Arts High School. Students, Rebecca will be on stage to congratulate you and hand you your diploma cover. Dr. Rick and I will also be on stage to shake your hands and congratulate you. Reading names today: our literary arts faculty, Kevin Lally, and English faculty, Jess Knight. Thank you.
All right, class of 2024, LaReina Alexander. Aiyana Bullieu. Estelle Bolier.
Tiahna Garcia. Elyse Ulmen. Rowan Hilden. Adelaide Miller. Maeve Filkins. Margaret Loxtercamp. Wanjiru Njora. Miah Reimann. Adele Edland. Rana Egan. Rowan Hofmann.
McGee. Avery Seed. Mason Albrecht. Finley Anderson Newton. Iris Luna Beck. Aria Bernhardt. Michael Bloom. Jay Blondo. Quinn Brazier. Udita Brown. Willow Bullen. Macy Carlson. Emmy Courtney. Abigail Cook.
Jumana Ilhawari. Anjali Fra. Ezra Gomez. Azaria Green. Jocelyn Gunter. Emma Harrington. Ollie Henskins. Rhonda Hoagland. Mariana Hodney. Kennedy Holdmeyer. Sid Holtz. Walter Jung. Lucy Klein. Macy Knutson.
Grace Lampy. Chloe Lawn. Lila Leonard Gorel. Grace Matthews. Amara Mensink. Parker Neely. Audrey Jo Nisley. Maxim Petrick. Alexandra Romanova. Madison Rowley. Ivy Salmi Perry. Vivian Sandquist. Taiju Satomi Defoe. Ella Shilcox.
Remy Shoquist. Lucia Chauvin. Kai Shyrock. Summer Smith. River Stephenson. Jay Taylor. Zero Trudeau. Georgia Room Vonder. Ashlyn Veith.
All right, one more round of applause for the class of 2024. Perpich does graduation right? And with that, I would like to take a moment to thank a few people who were instrumental in the pre-production, production, and choreography of making today's ceremony happen. Kevin Lally, thank you for your support of our students in their speeches and in their presentation. Mary Harding, James Allen, Kevin Werner Hallstein, and Tori Peterson, thank you for supporting our performers in getting to here today and today. And James Allen, I forgot to put your name in there, you as well. Thank you so much. Khalid Ali, Jeremy Lundquist, thank you for your creation of the slideshows and the presentation of the media arts and visual arts students. This event, this monumental day, could not be what it is without the tireless hours, commitment, and care. This is no small feat, and the work begins months ago. On top of the many other things that you do, thank you for making this day all it is and for all you do, Gina Preddy. And helping Gina with this and providing the student voice and getting us to graduation is our student graduation committee. Students on the committee, would you mind standing while we give you a shout out and appreciation for your work? Thank you. As a principal who will always be an educator at heart, I see you teachers, and I hold great appreciation for the work that you do in getting students to this place. Students and families, please join me in thanking the teachers, staff, student support, admissions team, Mr. Terry, dorm staff, kitchen staff, nurse Deb, maintenance custodial team, and all of the many adults who have given so much and deeply cared for the students, pushed them, metaphorically speaking, made you laugh, inspired you, and provided you with amazing opportunities. What a phenomenal team. Thank you. Students, you were not alone in getting here today. There are people in this room and online, your family, born into and found, who were an active part of your success and struggles. Parents, guardians, caretakers who have walked the line of navigating when to hold you and when to take a deep breath and let go. Who have witnessed your laughter, tears, heartbreaks, and celebrations. whose hearts are filled with love and joy as they join us in celebrating you on this day. Please take a moment and look around. Feel this love. Now put your hands together and give a shout out to your biggest fans. Seniors, it's been 4 years since you started your high school career in a pandemic, and here you are, graduation day. Yes, your high school education has been disrupted with school closures, hybrid attempts at learning, mask-wearing illness, isolation, and loss. You were faced with social unrest after the killing of George Floyd, and it has been months, years of figuring out how to navigate the grief, anger, over lost opportunities and loved ones. I suspect you're still navigating this. I know I am. And 2 years ago, one for some of you, you found Perpich. You made the choice to attend an art school for 11th and 12th graders from across the state of Minnesota. You chose to leave your friends and families and invest in your artistic, voice and new connections. It was a huge step in not letting the environment dictate you. I have tissues under here that Mary gave me. You chose to leave your friends and family and invest in your artistic voice and new connections. It was a huge step in not letting the environment dictate you. Rather, you took the chance on yourself and your growth. You can't always control the environment, but you can shift how you navigate it. I'm glad those choices brought you here. Over the last 2 years, I've been witness to your growth. You navigating what it means to be in the art or in the world, to be an artist, a creative thinker, and an empathetic being. I have seen you step into your leadership and share your voices. I see that in your movement, your images, paintings, animation, music, book, words, and more. I see it in your academics and your presence in the hallway. I see it in your friendships. I see you and the gift you bring to Perpich and will bring forth on this new adventure, another beginning. Last week I was observing a class. Cameron was working with Library Anne and the Comicers. Anne was sharing a theme for the genre study. Her words resonated with me. She talked about endings and beginnings, and that it's all a cycle, always happening, despite our notice or recognition of it. Can you recall the breakfast ending a week ago? A day starting? You may not leave thinking about that moment and the next beginning unless it's more impactful. The last breakfast in the dorm, the last lunch at the school, your friend's car, your parents' car, your mom's office the day before you graduated. And then, do you focus on the end or the beginning? How do you hold them both? The thing to remember is how you frame the situation. That's what carries the impact. It's the story connected to the end or the beginning and the significance of each that makes us hold on to one or the other. Sometimes it's happy, like the end of an exhausting day and the start of a nap. And sometimes it can be sad, like the last day we, as caretakers, drove you to Perpich on the last day of high school. I did that this week, and it was hard. I drove the same path driven for 2 years, and I know that there are parents, guardians in this audience who did the exact same thing. I know that you were thinking as this day came what you would do on that day and the memories of that. In that time, I recognized this was the last time we would do this, the last time we would be together in this experience. And I thought about the journey to that moment, the connection, the possibilities, and the future, the change and the growth. And it was beautiful. The process, the journey of getting here is one that's been supported and worked hard for. It's had moments of ease and struggle, and it's the natural next step. It's mixed with sadness, pride, and joy, and so yes, it can be both happy and sad. Again, artist, it's all how you frame it. Graduation is a beginning and an ending, both sad, happy, with a wide range of emotions in between. Change is here amidst all the chaos in the world, the struggle, the uncertainty, but trust in yourself and the world's ever-changing ways of being, and remember that even the hardest moments won't last forever. Have faith in yourself, work hard, do your best, and show compassion for others. Good things are coming for you. As you end today, ask yourself who you want to be, the moments you want to focus on and hold on to. Ask for support when needed. And don't forget to check in with others. Your insight to see when others are struggling and your being able to support them in that process to be a caring person is critical in the future of the world. And remember, you can't always control the environment, but you can choose how to navigate it. Perpich, class of 2024, I hold you in my heart and wish you the best on this next adventure, whatever it may be. Thank you. Now, graduates, it's that time. Are you ready? Okay, we practiced this. So stand up, and if you haven't already, you're going to take your tassel from the right to the left side. I'm going to get in the front.